Hey, what's up guys, back again today for another Power Rangers ranking video. In the last ranking video, we ranked every single Red Ranger as best as I could, and you guys seem to enjoy it. Although, I should address this straight away. There were a few comments about Jason. Now look, I pointed out in the last episode, and I'll point again in this episode, most times when people rank things, they do rank by which is the best to the worst. The thing is, in Power Rangers, that's really hard to do, because like, if you're going by like power level or the best Rangers, yeah, there's ones that people would collectively say are the best, like Jason from Mighty Morphin. But, like, everyone has different opinions. Some people aren't as big of a fan of Jason, like me. I like Jason, and definitely one of the best Rangers. But these videos are based on how I feel about Rangers, my personal opinion. That's a dangerous word to use on YouTube. But, yeah, a lot of people had an issue with having Jason in the B tier. I explained in the last video why I put Jason in the B tier, so like I don't need to explain further why. I'm not as big of a fan of Jason as other people, and that's why he's in the B tier. But moving on to this video, today we'll be looking at every single Black Power Ranger, and I will be ranking them from favorite to least favorite. Now, again, it's kind of hard because there are subcategories of Power Rangers. Like, it's hard to say which ones you would count as a Ranger. Best example is the Magna Defender. A lot of people would say Magna Defender's not a Ranger. I stand by that he kind of is. He's the 6th Ranger of Lost Galaxy, and that's how I define the Magna Defender. Even though he's technically not a Power Ranger, he is the 6th Ranger of Lost Galaxy. It's funny, the way I was actually thinking about it recently is, so I put Mike and the Magna Defender in this video, and that may annoy some people. I apologize, but it's my video, so I'm doing it. Mike and Magna Defender, I put them both in, but it's funny thinking about it that the Magna Defender, like, Mike, yes, is the Magna Defender. He morphs into the Magna Defender. He morphs into the 6th Ranger. Magna Defender, I did consider not having him on it, because the Magna Defender is a character all in himself. Like, he isn't someone that morphs into the Magna Defender. He's an actual person. He's someone completely different. So, it's not like Mike morphing into the Magna Defender like a Power Ranger. So, I was actually considering not having Magna Defender, but the thing is, if I'm going to have Mike as Magna Defender, you've got to have the Magna Defender as well. And also, I'm a big fan of Magna Defender, as you would know by my top 10 Power Rangers video. So yeah, Magna Defender and Mike are in this video, as well as Jared from Jungle Fury. That may confuse some people, but I think a lot of people would say that Jared is considered like the Black Ranger. Because, well yeah, in the Green Ranger video when I get to it, which I should be doing Green Ranger video around the same time as this one, because you go back and forth with the Black Rangers and the Green Rangers in seasons, so I figure may as well bring these two out around the same time. But Jared is in this one. Spoilers for the Green Ranger video, I'm going to have Camille in it. And so you wouldn't consider Camille a Green Ranger, but I'm putting her in it. She probably won't go very high, but like, I'm going to have her in it anyway. And now, as for Rangers that I'm not including on this, as you'll notice, there are some that you might think should be here, but aren't. And it came up in the Red Ranger video as well. Someone put in the comments of the Red Ranger video that I didn't include Hyperforce Red. Now, the thing about Hyperforce is, I don't watch Hyperforce. Like, it's not that I don't want to watch Hyperforce, it's just I've never watched it. I know it's on YouTube and I can watch it, I haven't. So I can't put him in, that's why. So, you won't ever see a Hyperforce Ranger in these ranking videos. So I'm sorry if you're a Hyperforce fan, but it's just, I don't know, I just haven't watched it yet. I do like that the Hyperforce Red Ranger is, I've forgotten the actor's name, one of the Sudaso brothers. He's Preston in Ninja Steel. He's the Red Ranger of Hyperforce. Also, Bulk's the Yellow Ranger, although I think he has a different name. Jack? I think his name's Jack. I remember finding out Bulk was a Yellow Ranger and I had to remember his name. I also, yeah, didn't include Psycho Black. Now, I mentioned in the Red Ranger video that I'm not going to be including the Psycho Rangers. That goes back to the whole subcategory thing. Technically, they are like Rangers, and I really did want to put Psycho Rangers in because if you follow me for a while, you know I adore the Psycho Rangers. And so, if Psycho Black was in here, he'd definitely be up there. As you can see, there's the S tier, but then there's A to D. So, A to D, of course, A is my favorite, D, least favorite. But then S tier, that's where you got it one step above. That is going to be specifically for a maximum 3 Rangers. I said this on the Red Ranger video, because I don't want to overload the highest tier with Rangers. So, 3 max in the S tier, because yeah, they're really special to me. Psycho Rangers, I love them so much. I would want to put them in the S tier, but like even if they're not in the S tier, 100% A tier. They can't go lower than A tier. Also, I didn't mention the last video, but I don't think I had to mention it. I'm not including Dino Fury Rangers. I think that goes without saying because at the time of uploading this, Dino Fury is not out yet. Yes, we know who the Rangers are gonna be, but we don't know anything about them. So I'm not going to include Dino Fury Black in this video. Also, last thing, no comic Rangers. I'm basing it on the series of Power Rangers, not comics. But I do enjoy the comics though. And yes, that's pretty much everything. Before we get started, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to me if you're not already, and follow me on social media. Links are in the description. Also, it should be worth noting before we start that if you want to rank your own Black Rangers, I will put the link for this tier list in the description, so anyone who wants to have a go, feel free. And yeah, let's get into it. Alright, first up we got Adam. Now, there's not as many Black Rangers as there are Red Rangers. Yeah, it makes sense. Red Rangers normally get a lot of the focus, but what I'm getting at is, I'm still not going to go into too much detail. Rangers that I love, like Adam, but I'll get to him in a sec. Some of them I'll talk a little bit more about, but Rangers I don't care as much for. I'm not going to ramble on for ages about them. Yeah, Adam. Look, before I even say anything, he goes S tier. Adam may be my favorite Black Ranger. So it's great that he comes first. Also, alphabetical order, if you didn't notice already. Come on, man, it's Adam. Like, he can't go any lower than S tier. Funny, at first I don't think they really knew what to do with Adam and Mighty Morphin, but then eventually, like, especially him going into, like, being the Green Ranger, it's like they really worked out what to do with Adam. It's funny, I think I said the same for Rocky when he went to Zeo. Like, they were able to finally work out what kind of character Adam is. And, look, you gotta admit about Adam, probably maybe one of, if not the best unmorphed fighters of all Rangers. Like, this dude knew how to fight. So, unmorphed fights with Adam, they were a highlight of Mighty Morphin, and any season had Adam in it. And it was a shame because I love a good unmorphed fight. And so Rangers like Adam and, who was one I saw recently? Chad from Lightspeed Rescue. Both of the actors, great martial artists. And so when they're unmorphed, like that's the best time to get them fighting. I would rather see him fight unmorphed than morphed because I know it's the actor fighting, not some stuntman. Johnny Young Bosch is amazing, and I've met Johnny Young Bosch. So again, just like with Rocky, I have a more personal connection with him. He comes back in space as well. It's maybe one of the highlights, maybe one of the best moments in Power Rangers in Space, and I adore In Space, you know that. I also don't have much bad things to say about Adam. I am a big fan, and he easily goes in S tier. Alright, next up we got Doggy Kruger, the Shadow Ranger from SPD. Again, it's like, is he Black Ranger? Sure, he's the Shadow Ranger, he's the Black Ranger. It's not like he can be the Blue Ranger because there's already a Blue Ranger. He is the Black Ranger, and so he's in this. And also, I'm a big fan of him, and I want to include him in the video. So, also, I think Ranger Wiki says he's Black Ranger. So, I'm going to go with that. Yeah, he doesn't go S tier. I don't even know if he goes A tier, to be honest. This is going to be another one. You guys are going to be annoyed, like, oh, why is he down in B tier? I love Doggy Kruger. I think his design as the Power Ranger is amazing. That fight, I'll just put it in B tier for now. That fight where he took on 100 of the foot soldiers, it was so good. That alone puts him at least B tier. Yeah, I can't see putting him any lower than B tier. He's just a great Ranger. He's a great mentor for the Rangers. He's just a real strong character. His story was great, and yeah, I really enjoy him as a character. So yeah, B tier. Again, I'll shuffle him around near the end, so he may end up being bumped to A tier. For now though, B tier. Alright, we have Master Swoop, the Black Spirit Ranger of Jungle Fury. This is the first Spirit Ranger that we're talking about. I adore the Spirit Ranger designs. All three of them, amazing. Absolutely amazing. When we get to Green and Blue Rangers, yeah. I'm going to be praising their design again as well. It's just such a simple but great design. But the character himself, Master Swoop was cool, I guess. I can't remember too much about Jungle Fury, but I did like the guys who were the Spirit Rangers. It's a shame that like they didn't become Rangers. It's actually funny thinking that like, imagine if Master Swoop had actually morphed and became the Ranger, because like Master Swoop was blind, but he could still fight. It gives me like Toph vibes from Avatar. That's what I think. Like because she's a great fighter and she's blind, but she can like sense what's around her. It's kind of hard for Swoop though, because Avatar, I don't know if anyone watches Avatar, Toph, like, she's an earthbender. She feels like from the earth around her, that's how she's able to know what's happening. Swoop's in the air, so you can't really feel the ground, like force through the ground. So I don't know how that would work, but what I'm getting at is Swoop's a great fighter, and it would have been cool if he actually morphed into the Black Ranger. But still, for what they did, it was cool. There's not too much of him though, so it sucks. I just praised him a heap, but I'm going to put him in D tier. It's not that, because, look, just because they go in D tier doesn't mean I don't like him. They could go in D tier just because I can't really say much about them, don't, like, think about him that much. That's why he's in D tier. I like Master Swoop, but I honestly can't bring him any higher, considering there's other Rangers that, like, I know would go in C tier, and I like more than Swoop. So, that's just how it goes. Alright, so, next up we have the Black Alien Ranger. Oh my god, I can't even remember what his name is. Okay, hang on. Alright, White Ranger's Delphine. There's Caucus is yellow. Sestro's blue. Orico's red. Titus? Titus? Is it Titus? It's Caucus or Titus. One of those is the Black Ranger, I'm positive. Yeah, the Black Alien Ranger. I recently rewatched the Alien Ranger miniseries at the end of Mighty Morphin. It's pretty cool. Black Ranger really doesn't have much to do, so he goes D tier, just because there's really not much to say about him. But I thought it was cool. I like the Alien Rangers more after having rewatched Alien Rangers recently. But still, definitely not high on the list. Alright, next up we have Carlos. Alright, this one's interesting because, like, yeah, in Space Fanboy, so you think Carlos would go up to S tier. But if you recall with the Red Rangers, Andros went A tier? I was going to say for a second, I put Andros B tier. I couldn't have put Andros B tier. It's funny, another complaint people had about the Red Ranger video is that I put Bridge in the same tier as Andros. I don't know if I put him higher than Andros, but people complained having Bridge near Andros, considering like Bridge was only Red Ranger for like a short second in Operation Overdrive, and then you got Andros, the leader of the In-Space Rangers. Yeah, people were annoyed about that, but go on. I'm just a big Bridge fan, and you'll know again once I get to Green Ranger, and hell, Bridge would go on Blue Ranger again, wouldn't he? He probably would, you know. Carlos. Probably my least favourite of the Space Rangers, if I'm being honest. I still like Carlos, though. That episode, Always a Chance, where he was with Adam, it was crazy because, like, he hurt Cassie and then was scared to morph. Like, I remember Bulk, Skull, and Phenomenus were getting attacked by Liz Wizard, and Carlos is sweating, he's shaking. Like, he can't bring himself to morph at first because he's just terrified he's going to hurt someone. And he even quits being a Ranger because he doesn't want to hurt anyone again. But then when he sees Adam's in trouble, he jumps into action and morphs because he knows it's important, and he just does it. He doesn't hesitate. And then the same thing he does that hurt Cassie, he does it again and pulls off the maneuver. And just watch Always a Chance. It's so good. I think I just described the whole episode, but it's really good. Yeah, quite like Carlos. Doesn't go... look, I'd still like Carlos, so I'll put him in A tier, maybe low in A tier eventually, but he definitely, he goes A tier. There's enough for Carlos to go A tier. Alright, Chase. Probably one of my favourite of the Dino Fury. Oh my god, I said Dino Fury. There's so many Dino Thunder, Dino Charge, Dino Fury, and hell, Dino Supercharge. Chars? Chars. I like Chase, I really do. And I like that he was able to like use that New Zealand accent. Like, not other Rangers have that. Chase did. And his personality, like, the dude was a dick sometimes, but he was likable. He was really likable. Maybe that's just me, maybe I liked him, but I thought Chase was really funny. I remember the one episode, it was the Rangers all got to like make a wish, and Chase had wished something to do with like, oh, I want to go out with that girl over there or something. And so he had this luck, and then he comes back in because they found out, he like came back into the base, and everyone said how their wishes weren't coming true or something. Chase walks in, his skateboard was broken in half. He's like, she broke my skateboard. Oh, I remember that was pretty funny. Yeah, Chase was a cool character. I liked, well, they call him Hotshot because he's, yeah, great aim. And then I remember like he he's able to calm. Riley thought he's goofing around, going on a skateboard all the time, but then it turns out like that's how he calms himself, being on the skateboard. I think that's a really cool like story thing. I've never seen that in a story. Like that's really cool. Yeah, Chase will go. Honestly, I put Chase B tier. I don't know where I put Tyler. I think I put Tyler B tier. Because I really like Dino Charge. I almost said Dino Fury again. Alright, next up we got Danny from Wild Force. I've always liked Danny. So he will probably go... I don't know if I want to put him A tier. I'm just trying to look at the other Rangers here. He'll probably go high B tier. Can I get him above Kruger here? No, Kruger just wants to stay. No, okay. Yeah, Danny I've always liked, and I just like, he's like this big dude, gentle dude, and he like, I don't know, he has like an intimidating look to him, kind of, but then he's just a real gentle dude. I think it was Cole's introduction to the series, like when he's meeting the Rangers, he's like backs up into Danny, who's like towering over him, and it's made to look like Danny's this real like scary, overpowering figure, but he's like super sweet, and like I just really like his character. The only thing I ever don't like about Danny, and it's nothing to do with the actor at all, it's to do with how production makes the episode and how they work it. Danny's a solid dude. He's actually got a quite solid physique compared to other Rangers. When he morphs, he shrinks. Like, he's not as bulky when he morphs. I hate that. I really hate that, because when you morph, you're supposed to get more powerful, but it's like they flatten him more when he morphs. And is flatten the right word? I'm gonna use it. Flatten. They flatten him, and I don't like it. But like Danny, I'm a big fan of. So yeah, definitely B tier. Might go up to A tier. See how we go. All right, we got Dylan from RPM. Well, that was high pitched. I wanted it to. Again, B tier Ranger. I haven't watched RPM in a while, but I know I like Dylan. He's probably... no, Ziggy's my favourite in RPM, but Dylan would probably be second. He's just got a different style. He works for what RPM was. This like post-apocalyptic series. Dylan worked, and his story, along with like Tanaya, it was quite a good story, and yeah, I really liked the actor who played Dylan. And I like, even though the Zords are like cars, they have like the animal features, and technically his was like a wolf, and I remember it like shot out the nose like the Zord. I thought it was pretty cool. I think it did that. Yeah, again, I haven't watched RPM in a while, but yeah, I was a fan of Dylan. Thought he was cool. I liked when he took all those guys on when they were hassling Ziggy, and then yeah, Dylan like took them all down, and I thought it was pretty cool. And I like his relationship with Summer too. Alright, Jake. Probably C tier for Jake. Because I don't dislike Jake. It's hard because actually looking at these, there's maybe only one that I dislike. Yeah, Jake, I just... yeah, I like him. There's just not much to say about him. I do like his personality. I like his thing that he kind of has with Gia. Yeah, I thought it was cool. It's kind of odd that when he became the Green Ranger, he still wore black in Super Samurai. Oh, sorry, Super Mega Force. So many Super Seasons now. I get those modeled up too. Yeah, he's alright. Again, I don't have much to say about him. I like his soccer thing and how he tries to incorporate soccer sometimes into his fighting and just what he does. Again, I haven't watched that season in a long time, so yeah, it's hard to say too much, but I did like Jake. Jake's probably my favourite of the Megaforce Rangers, if that means anything. I do like Gia, though. Who doesn't like Gia? Alright, next up we got Jared. Now, again, Jungle Fury is another one I haven't watched in a while, but I love the design of him when he morphs. Spirit of the Lion. I like his redemption arc, because Jared is a real douche at the start, but by the end of it, like he really redeems himself, and he's just a good character. He's a real solid, like, character. He played a good villain, and then, like, when he's, like, with the Daishi, and, yeah, there's not much to say about him. I do like Jared, though. He'll go C tier. Again, like, it goes higher than Swoop and the Alien Ranger, only because there's really not much to say about either of them. Even less to say than, like, talking about Jared and Jake. So, yeah. Alright, this is gonna be fun. Magna Defender. I like that Magna Defender and Mike are together. Like, it's nothing to do with, like, like named them both as Magna Defender or named them both as Mike. The Magna Defender and Mike are both M's, so in alphabetical order it just works. Like when things work out like that. Alright, so Magna Defender. Oh, I'm just trying to look. I'm looking at the other Rangers and I'm looking like, can I put him in S tier? Because I can only have 3. So, can I put him in S tier? Because I like the Magna Defender himself more than Mike. Yeah. So, I'll do this and then I'll explain after. So, Magna Defender is going to go S tier. Mike, I'll put in A tier. Yeah, it's kind of a hard one where, like, I'm a big fan of Mike. That's why he's in A tier. But I love the Magna Defender. Every scene he's in, he's an absolute badass. He's just, the way he fights, it's amazing. And it's funny, like, there's a fight sequence going against a bunch of swabbies. I think it was the episode Hexaber's Graveyard, where all, like, the monsters are returning. Mike gets into a fight with a bunch of swabbies as the Magna Defender. So, yeah, late into the season. And when he fights them, like, what I'm trying to get at, Magna Defender has a fighting style. Like, he gets it sword out, just hacks at the bad guys. Like, he's a great fighter. Mike was a good fighter too, but Magna Defender had a style when he fought. Mike, as the Magna Defender, fought kind of differently. What I'm getting at is, Magna Defender, when he was fighting swabbies in that one episode, it was like, come on, that is the Magna Defender right there. That's not Mike. Also, I was listening to a Ranger Danger podcast and they were talking about that episode. Wouldn't it have been amazing if the Magna Defender as a character came back in Hexaber's Graveyard as well? Because technically, not that he was a monster, but he'd done bad things. And it was kind of like all the monsters were coming from hell. So you think the Magna Defender did as well? It's a complicated thing, but like, I just would have loved to see the Magna Defender. Like, you see his spirit, but yeah. Yeah, Magna Defender, I'm such a big fan of. He was in my top 10 favorite Rangers, and I'm not going to try and spoil it for you, but yeah, pretty high in that video too. Quite high in that video. Yeah, a lot of people weren't happy with that because people don't think Magna Defender's a Ranger. I stand by, like, at least Mike as the Magna Defender, definitely a Ranger. He's the 6th Ranger. Yeah, it's more questionable as just the Magna Defender character himself, but for the sake of this video, he's in the video and he's in S tier. But then Mike, yeah, I like his relationship with Leo, that whole story. I think I mentioned it in the Red Ranger video, but that whole sequence where, like, Mike pulled the red Quasar Saber. He was the Red Ranger, technically. We had the red Quasar Saber. He pulled it. But talking about destiny, because Leo, once Mike came back, was like, well, you pulled the sword, so you are the Red Ranger now. And Leo was, like, going to step aside. This was, like, it wasn't long before Mike became Magna Defender, but it was all about destiny. And Mike's like, maybe it's just my destiny to pull the sword so I could give it to you. And so that was Mike's part in that. He was never meant to be the Red Ranger. He was just, that was how everything was going to play out. Hey, Mike got the better deal in the end anyway. He got to be Magna Defender. If you could be any Ranger, you'd want to be Magna Defender. I think it kind of gives you an idea where he got ranked on top 10 Rangers. Yeah, I love Mike. So yeah, he'll stay in A tier. Again, he may go to S tier, but it's hard because, yeah, S tier, I don't want to have too many. S tier, 3 max. And there's 5 Rangers left, and there's one there in particular, which I reckon you know who's going to go in S tier. Okay, look, it's Tommy. It's Tommy. Come on. He goes S tier. Which is actually funny because I'm pretty sure Tommy was in A tier in the Red Ranger video. No, surely I put him in S tier. No, I didn't. Wait. Leo, Wes, and TJ. Oh my god, I put Tommy in A tier Red. Well, out of the other Rangers, yeah, he goes in S tier. Yeah, alright, I'll talk about Tommy first now because I put him there. Tommy's amazing. I think I said in the Red Ranger video, would you consider him an overrated Ranger? Kind of, but it's because he's great. Like, let's look at it like this. There's never been a time when Tommy's come back to Power Rangers where I'm going, oh, not Tommy again. And because I don't do that, I'm not going to say he's overrated because I still enjoy seeing Tommy every single time he rocks up. Sure, there's other Rangers that I want to see more and would prefer to see over Tommy. Absolutely, 100%. But doesn't mean I'm not happy to see Tommy because Tommy's amazing. And like, my favorite color is black. So, technically, do you call black a color? Some wouldn't call it black a color. They call it a shade. But whatever. Tommy, when he came back in Dino Thunder and it became the Black Ranger, I had goosebumps. Aren't you a little old for this, Tommy? I may be old, but I can still pull it off. Dino Thunder, power up, ha. And now I'm just going to start quoting the episode because it was amazing. And also the episode was called Back in Black, wasn't it? AC/DC reference. And my favorite AC/DC song. And having the power of invisibility too, that was cool. It was a shame that like Jason David Frank himself was only going to be in a certain amount of episodes, so like they had to have him invisible for some of it and have him morphed for others. So technically Tommy was there, but Jason David Frank definitely was not there the whole time. But for what we got of Tommy, I was psyched. I love it. Okay, we got the Phantom Ranger. Forgot who he was for a second. I haven't watched Turbo in a while. Man, it feels like I'm saying a lot of seasons I haven't watched in a while. Look, I like the Phantom Ranger. I don't know. Where do I put him? Honestly, don't have much to say about him, so probably go D tier. If I watch Turbo again soon, I'll probably put him higher. But for now, yeah, D tier. I like the Phantom Ranger. I think his design's cool. I like that he came back in Space. In Space, I've watched a lot. Sorry, like, I really remember the Phantom Ranger when he was in Space. But yeah, don't much say about him in Turbo. But yeah, I liked he had a thing with Cassie, yeah. I thought that's pretty cool. Not that anything came of that, but it would have been cool to see the Phantom Ranger's identity. I think he gets, he has an identity in the Sentai, but I don't watch the Sentai. But yeah, if anyone wants to let me know about the Phantom Ranger and Sentai, please. I want to hear it. Because I think he's an interesting Ranger, and he was the one who gave Andros the Battleizer. Technically the first ever Battleizer. I had to actually think about it. Yeah, he's the reason that Andros got the Delta Megazord. I think Phantom Ranger's cool. I like that he cloaks himself like Predator. Like, that's amazing. Yeah. Damn. I was like, while I'm talking about it, I'm like, oh, should I put him higher? Should I put him higher? No, because I can't remember much about him, so I can't put him any higher. But I do like him. Alright, next up we got Will. Now, this is a hard one because, alright, he's my least favourite of all the Black Rangers. Now, it's nothing against the character really, although I wasn't a big fan of Will. Like, I'm not a big fan of Operation Overdrive in general, so that, yeah, puts Will pretty much in D tier anyway. The only highlight, Ranger for Operation Overdrive, I think, would be Ronnie, because I quite liked Ronnie. Dax was alright, but he got annoying. Will, though, there wasn't much to say about him. Now, I haven't watched Operation Overdrive in a while. Again, another one I haven't watched in a while. But the thing is, this is different. I don't want to watch Operation Overdrive again. I watched it once. That's enough. I'm not a fan of Operation Overdrive, except for the Once a Ranger team up, or just watching clips of the Fear Cats, because I think they're awesome. But Will, I wasn't a fan of. But the thing is, it's more the actor. It sours the character for me. Now, I don't want that to sound offensive to the guy who plays Will. It's just, I've heard stories about Will, and I don't know him personally. The actor, what's his name? Samuel Benter, I think. Anyway, I've heard stories about the actor and to do with conventions, like Power Ranger conventions, and some stuff he did. And it's hard. After I heard that, it really soured how I feel about just him and his character. And so that makes it even worse for him. But I personally don't know all the details of stuff. If you want to know what I'm talking about, just Google Will from Operation Overdrive, Samuel Benter, if that's his name. Just Google it and you'll know what I'm talking about. If it says in Google, I haven't looked it up myself. But yeah, I've been hearing stuff and it's just, yeah. It's made it hard. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of Operation Overdrive, so yeah, will probably go at the bottom. Alright, we got Zach. Oh, we got both Zachs now. Zach from the movie. Ludi Lin did a great job of playing Zach. I thought his character was pretty good. Completely different character to what Zach was in the actual series. But I think Ludi Lin did a good job of playing Zach. I'm considering putting him in D tier. I did like his personality enough, so yeah, I'll put him in C tier. As I did like him enough. I like him more than anyone who's in D tier. Let's put it that way. So yeah, probably bottom of C tier, but yeah, I like him. yeah, now we got the OG. Walter Jones as Zach Taylor. It was Taylor, right? Zach Taylor? Yeah, surely. Oh man, I'm gonna feel so bad if like I got the original Black Ranger's name wrong. Anyway, Zach's awesome. I love how he has the hip hop keto thing in Mighty Morphin. Like he's got a different fighting style. I remember there was times like when he's unmorphed, he goes to fight, and then it's like this dance music starts playing. He's like a dance fighter. He was dance fighting before Ruby Roundhouse did in Jumanji. Where do I put him? Well, I think I can't put him in S tier. Sorry, he goes A tier. Okay, that solves it for me. Because, yeah, I wasn't going any lower than A tier because Zach's awesome. Yeah. Because like I said, I put Jason in B tier, which will annoy people that I put him in B tier and Zach in A tier. But again, I'm basing him on my opinion and how much I liked him. I really liked Zach. He's probably my second favorite. It's funny because Tommy's there too, but technically I'm not talking about Tommy as like him in Mighty Morphin. I'm talking about him in Dino Thunder. So yeah, I was only thinking of my favorite Mighty Morphin range is Billy. So when I said second favorite, I was like, because Tommy's in there too. It's a tough one. Oh, but then you got Adam as well. Oh, this is a rough one. Look, it's actually okay. I should address this now because I just noticed. Yeah, Adam's in S tier, Zach's in the A tier. Look, I liked Adam more than Zach, but again, I need to say this. When I put my Red Ranger video, I put Rocky higher than Jason slightly, only because me watching Mighty Morphin, my experience with it, I watched mostly of season 2, and I watched a little bit of season 1, but it was mainly season 2 that was like what got me into Power Rangers. I was used to Rocky, Adam, Aisha over the original Red, Yellow, and Black Ranger. So it's a difficult thing where like I really like Zach, but the thing about Adam though is, unlike with Rocky, because people have an issue with Rocky, Adam is like a fan favorite as a replacement, because people are like, oh, he's the one who replaced Zach. Zach's the better one. But look, maybe he is, but Adam, he just has such a bigger like history in Power Rangers, and he's just such a great character, and I really like Zach, so that's why he's in A tier. But I still like Adam's iconic and amazing, so that's why Adam's where he is and Zach's where he is. All right, enough rambling on, and let's shuffle these around a bit, and then I will go through how I would actually rank them. All right, so I just did a little bit of shuffling just to put them in the proper order of how I would rank them, and yeah, I don't think I actually ranked them. I don't think I changed them and shuffled it around that much actually. Will's right there at the bottom still. Then you got the Alien Ranger. I think I shuffled that much. I think I put the Phantom Ranger slightly higher, but that was it. C tier, I swapped Jared and Jake around. I think I just liked Jared's story. It was quite compelling, and so I think that put him higher than Jake. As a character, like Jake's a character, and I did enjoy him. But yeah, as a character in his story, Jared better. B tier, I think the only shuffle I did was I put Chase higher, and that was only because the more I thought about, I wasn't going to, but I was like, I really do like Chase, so that's where he goes. But Danny still top of B tier. Almost was going to put him in A tier, but yeah, I changed my mind. And A tier, did a slight shuffle again. All I did was put Zach to the top of A tier because he's just a great ranger. But yeah, absolutely love Mike and Carlos still, so yeah, it's not disregarding them at all. It's just Zach I like more than the two of them. That was a tough one. That was probably the hardest one to shuffle around actually. The S tier, I didn't shuffle it at all. Tommy, I hope you... Well, I don't care if you guys are annoyed or not, because you just rank it how you want to rank it. How I like it was, I adore the Magna Defender. And again, if you watch my top 10 ranges, you know how much I like the Magna Defender. And so, I'm just thinking, did I put all three of them in my top 10? I know Tommy and Magna Defender definitely were. Adam, I would be shocked if I didn't put Adam in my top 10 ranges. Adam, still my favorite. It's just after rewatching Always a Chance only recently, and then going through other parents, I said with the Red Ranger one, they've been multiple colors. I'm only going to talk to him as the one color. So I'm not talking about Adam as the Green Ranger, but Like, he was amazing as, like, the Black Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, came back in his space as the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, then came back in Operation Overdrive. Like I said, the only thing I'll watch in Operation Overdrive is the Once a Ranger thing, and a big part of that is Adam. And he gets his own personalized morph sequence, mainly because they couldn't use the Mighty Morphin theme. But I mean, he actually got like a full animated morph sequence in Operation Overdrive. None of the other Mighty Morphin Rangers got that. I guess Tommy got the Master Morpher, but hell, you have to give him a Master Morpher when he spins so many colors. You're going to get confused. You got to have that Master Morpher. I think I've said it before with Adam. I would have loved if Operation Overdrive had instead been like the veteran Rangers that came back, the 5 veteran Rangers, brought them in as like the original Operation Overdrive team. Didn't even bring in the others. Fortunately, it means we don't get Ronnie. But look, if it means we get Adam as the leader of the Operation Overdrive Rangers, like, I'm okay with it. So in that scenario, how I ranked him, because I think I once posted a video, I did like a bit of Photoshop and edited it. So Adam would then be the Red Ranger, because Red Ranger's the leader. That's just how it is. Like, he can be the Black Operation Overdrive Ranger, but like, it's just how Power Rangers do it. They make the Red Ranger the leader. Except Time Force Jen kind of was, and Wild Force Taylor kind of was. Anyway, Adam would go red. I think I made Tori pink, Kira just yellow again. And then what? A Bridge and Xander. I think I made Xander green and Bridge blue. I think. If I find the picture, I'll put it up in the video. Yeah, that's how I'm going to rank the Black Rangers. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. And again, subscribe to me if you're not already, because I'll be bringing more of these out. Like I said, I hope to bring Green Ranger out at around the same time, because you can go either way with those in a season. So I just feel it's right to put them both together. So yeah, let me know in the comments how you would rank these Rangers. Who are some of your favorite Black Rangers? Please, let me know. Would you consider Magnet Fender a Black Ranger? I do. So if you do, I'm happy. Yeah, thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.